okay?
Yeah,
Good?
appreciate it.
All right. Getting stuck off-road is inevitable. Today we're going to talk about two simple tools that are very effective if you get stuck off-road. You okay? Is it flat or is it a blowout or a flat? I'll check on you when. Okay, that's cool. But I'll be right back anyway. In this particular situation, the driver has got a sidewall blowout and lacks two tools that would help recover in this situation, and that's what we're going to talk about. Now, you might see over-glampers with traction boards on the side of their cars and tactical shovels and high-lift jacks. The truth is, most of that nonsense isn't needed ever in an off-road situation, and things come down to very simple tools. In our example today, the driver lacks what I have here, and these are called jack pads. They're very inexpensive. You can get them anywhere. They're made out of plastic. These solve the problem that the driver is having today, which is the scissor jack, when jacking up the vehicle, is just sinking into the soft sand. So whether you're on sand, mud, any type of off-road situation, the ground isn't always guaranteed to be firm ground. And that's where these jack pads come in handy, because without them, you're going to go to jack up the vehicle no matter what type of jack you're using, whether it's a hydraulic jack, a floor jack, a bottle jack, or a scissor jack. It will just sink down lower into the surface of the ground while it's trying to lift the car up, and you'll never get the car up high enough off the ground to change the tire. This is the answer to that problem. So cheap, so easy to use, and it always works. The second problem in today's situation is the driver lacks a tire iron or something to take the lug nuts off the wheel with. So the simplest answer is whatever this is, 2-foot breaker bar. I think it might be. It seems like it's 2 feet, but you want something really long, and so a big giant breaker bar like this gives you all the leverage you need to get any lug nut off. So here we are. We're going to pull out the impact driver to zip these lug nut bolts off. You don't need one. You can use the breaker bar I showed you. This, of course, just works faster. And now out comes the jack pad to give a firm base, and the vehicle now can be jacked up all the way to get the tire off. So all of the crap that we carry in the back of our GX460, our so-called recovery gear, comes from personal experience. On this channel, and if you watch the recovery videos, every situation that I've recovered somebody, I've been stuck myself in that exact same situation. That's where I've learned to gather the tools and equipment and knowledge to hopefully help other people out and recover them as well. And what I've discovered, and kind of the point of today's video, is that it's often these things that you don't think about that make a world of difference. Because without something simple like a jack pad, the car is just not going to get up high enough to change the tire. And of course, if you don't have a tire iron or something to take the wheel lug nuts off with, then of course you can never get on the spare tire. Always make sure you also have an air compressor. That's another good thing to carry in your recovery gear, because Murphy's Law says that whenever you need your spare tire to be put on, it will be flat. So carry the compressor, because your spare is likely to be flat. Or if you're disciplined, be sure to fill up your spare tire every oil change or every other oil change to make sure that it always has air and is ready to go when you need it the most.
run to the grill. I should have known that something wasn't right in walking. The biggity boom was just ticking and clucking. A night boy in plaid is passed from his dad. Another straight in the fight man, but he wasn't from the right clan. To stop all the nonsense defenses, my defense. Oh yeah. I know the mode is daily tense. Time has passed on, but it's been a million days. We're still ninth and divided, running round in haze. Nothing divided. Nothing divided from the century of the cool cat. Deep down with the cling of the hot hat. Flip that bass and then they knocking at my door. I've been feeling the boom since a little